Thinking of ships and ship captains, like I said, as a well, like I say, I am basically a captain myself. Like I said, I was captain of the LSF colony ship. It was my ship, you see, and it was my ship. Although I had many people underneath me, it was my spaceship. So anyway, but I've had many ships. Like I said, the White Star Alliance captains. You could almost call the White Star captains like leaders of the world, actually, in many ways. Well, I gave a lot of power and a lot of seniority to my White Star captains and had a great amount of faith in them. And like I say, everything was documented and everything was told. Like I said, all my ship captains were perfectly honest. A lot of my people were perfectly honest about everything. The Chinese might have actually been too honest. Like I said, or the Asians might have been too honest about everything. Like I said, very good people I had. I had some very good, perfectly honest people and very good people and the best people in the whole world. Like I said, as far as a ship captain, as far as the captain of ships and stuff, my officers were the best. And many White Star Alliance captains served with distinction and dignity, and even if their ship was boarded or even sank, they always got a new command. Like I said, well, like I said, my Irish people, a lot of my people knew how I felt. Like I said, I didn't really deal with this whole God or godliness or religion thing, like I say. No, I'm more matter of fact, more reality, more White Star Lines. LS Shipyard. Pictures and what's called. I don't even need a book to tell you who I am. You might need a book as far as believing about the fact that yes, reincarnation or moving of whatever. But like I said, I went through a lot. My people were felt very bad about what happened to me and everything else. Like I said, mostly I was just the inventor and leader and everything else like that. And like I said, I had a lot of good Irishmen that sacrificed and worked very hard and stuff. Like I said, going through basically what was happening with all the people trying to say this, trying to say that, and all that other stuff. Like I say, I was very proud to have some Irishmen that said, I don't think so. Like I said, I had a lot of people that would go to my factories and go to my cities and towns. And like I said, some people, anyway, it was a nightmare, like I say. Because people were trying to pretend to be me, people were trying to do this, people were trying to do that. And it's like, no, I'm Lusifer White Star Line, is my name basically, Lucifer Star. I am captain, I am leader, I am creator. Yeah, this is all true. So, and even if it wasn't true at one point in time, my people were going to make sure that it was by the time they were done. So, like I say, I had some very, very good people. And in fact, like I said, the best people in all the universe were behind me. And I cared about them just as greatly as they seemed to care about me. Or they said they cared about me. So, like I said, I was captain of this, of this, everything. So, anyway. And everybody was very, very much fine with that. So, anyway, whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's all in the past, but accidents happen, things happen. They say, trying to land a ship with fins in atmosphere. It should be able to land. Glorious. It was glorious when I did all that stuff 2 times. And a few other ships. I wish I could remember more about it. It was a long time ago. Anyway, as far as the Costa Concordia, accidents happen, things happen. The only problem was the fact that 35 crew died or didn't make it off the ship. So, but in 35,000 people, we still had the lowest safety record ever. But anyway, there's more a matter of how exactly that guy became captain. That was the problem. And all that. I think he used to do songs or something. He's a singer. He might be one of my employees. I don't know. But it was more also, he was also indicted in the another cover-up, possibly for the assassination of basically a whole football team somewhere in France. That really might be the nail in his coffin. See, he had a very long, lengthy record. Like I say, Bill Gates, Zachary, and a bunch of other people, the Congress, the United States Congress, the U.S. people, were a bunch of people doing a bunch of really bad things, and they didn't want to be caught. So they were trying to protect each other. They're protecting each other, and they did some very bad things. And like I say, JFK, Nixon did some worse things of all. So there were a few people running around this planet or this Earth, basically doing things that were incredibly bad, and trying to protect each other. Like I'd say, well, it's only a matter of time. 7 billion people, and that's 7 billion people that can ask a question. So, anyway. Like I say, it's very complicated and very involved, and involves national security, top secret, need to know, which is basically means that basically they didn't want you to know, and about their horrible actions. Like I said, there are lots of other people that were just making money and working really hard and basically keeping the fabric of everything that is civilization together and doing a good job of it. Like I said, people from the tinsmith families to basically, it was probably fortunate, like most of society or most of the people in society were doing a good job and working hard and everything else, there were a few people running around doing some very bad things and lying about everything. Lying about democracy, lying about Congress, lying about communism, lying about national security, lying about the White House, lying about the Pentagon, lying about me, LS. Like I said, I am Lucifer Star. I will admit everything I do. I don't care. Like I say, I am the leader. All the weight falls upon me. All the inventions fell upon me to do. I am your creator, so therefore, who else was going to do it? And besides, well, I mean, my people, I had lots of good people, but still. Another thing is because of the laws and everything else, it was a very nice, good system which functioned very well. Anyway, like I say, I don't really care. I'm supposed to be on vacation. I already did it. It's already been done. So, anyway, great big cruise line ships which ferried thousands of people across the ocean. So, anyway, in Costa Concordia hit a monument, but like I say, it's actually kind of fitting because I forget exactly, but I was involved in the monument, or I knew about the monument or something like that. And it's kind of fitting that a White Star Line ship would just happen to hit the monument that had been there for 35,000 years or some amount of time. I'd forgotten about that one. It wasn't a reef, no. It had been worn away and was much more than just a spike. So, anyway, though, but it had been there this whole time. Anyway, I believe, if I'm right, there should be pictures of it. So, anyway, yeah, well, whatever. Like I say, he was probably more worried. His family was probably more worried, and also finding out about the fact that he had two families and daughters by two different women, and I guess they didn't know about each other or something like that, and lots of other things. Anyway, I don't really know. That ship captain, what's his name? Like his involvement with a football team or something like that, and the killing of the football team and betting or something. I don't really know. There's lots of allegations against him. He thought he was a big, powerful man or something, and I think he just released some songs and made some money and got some popularity or something like that. I don't really know. Like I said, I don't know him, never met him, didn't know much about him, didn't know what he was doing captaining my ship or whatever, but maybe he was working for me or doing something for me. I don't really know. Like I say, I don't know. But, the death of the football team in France was more upsetting. Apparently somebody wanted to win a bet or something like that and had bet a lot of money, like a couple $100,000 on the football game or $1 million in the football game or something like that. And basically it was cheaper to kill all the football players than it was to do something or something. Like I say, there's something involvement in France, a football team, I believe, that got killed. They went in there with guns and just shot everyone. And his possible involvement with that. So that was the more bigger thing, I think, with the Costa Concordia. And how he had become captain of the Costa Concordia. So there are a few people running around, trying to take over ships, trying to get money from ships, trying to pretend that there was something, and not exactly whatever. But like I said, with Nixon, Bill Gates, and all these other people, the USF people, Kennedy, basically, and what he was doing, I mean, there are a lot of bad people in the world. Pretending to be congressmen or the United States or Republicans. Like I said, the Republicans would run around with a card that said Republican. And either you let them in, or basically the Republican militia would come in and basically kill you and basically destroy the place or just take it over. And sometimes they would just go in and take over places with guns. Like I said, all the things the Republicans did, all the things the Democrats did, the Democrats were just running the Republican militia. Or something like that. I don't know. Like I said, go grab a bunch of Republicans and Democrats and basically, they're basically living in all my houses or all my places, basically pretending to run the government, but not actually running the government. So, anyway, it started out with Jimmy, with JFK and all that other stuff, and Mr. I'll never die, I'll never grow old, the truth will never be known. Jimmy Carter. But like I said, they were psychotic and freakazoids and were willing to bomb half the world to basically maintain their power. And they're dead. So they're gone. And all you have left is pussy shoving in Zachary. Yeah! Who liked to pull down girls' underwears with a Glock. A.k.a. Bill Gates. Alfa Romeo. And like I said, the true psychopath, Nixon, is dead. So, yeah. And there's all this epic badness. Nuking of several cities, car bombing of all these countries. And guess what? And then, of course, there's Admiral Rodney. And there's the truth about the White Star submarines, or the submarines, the civilian submarines that they stole. They're doing the whole, Auschwitz is bad, Germans are bad. Germain, this other guy, was very bad, though. There was this guy in Europe named Germain, and I believe he was probably also another black guy that was really bad. And he was running around Europe, I think. So, and like I say, there's all these people that were steroided up, lying, hurting, killing, just shooting whoever was in their way. And like I say, I don't really care. It was your free will and your fucked upness and your decisions that led to all this. Not me. Like Rodney, Republicans, other people, couple kings. Like all your little actions led to this point. Rodney going, everybody's going, it was your fucked up actions which led you to these points. Stardust. A bunch of LSD people, a whole bunch of bikers, a bunch of what's called Hell's Angels running around. Yeah. It's your actions that led to all this. So, like I say, I don't really care. You fucked up, not me. My people didn't fuck up. My Irish people didn't fuck up. A lot of people didn't fuck up. My English people didn't fuck up. They were all doing really good jobs and documented and did great history and were really amazing. This is on your head, not on mine or theirs. They're all noble, wonderful people that protected and saved and protected children, women, children, and did a great job of it. So you know what? Like I say, I'm Lusifer Star. I build civilizations for a living. This is what I do for a living. Whatever.